Hey guys, so today I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. Some of these are questions that you guys asked me, and some is just kind of stuff I feel like I might be able to help you guys, or you might be able to relate to what I've kind of gone through and that kind of stuff. So my name is Emmeline. I'm 19 years old, and right now I'm in college. I'm going for my business degree. So school is kind of something that I've always struggled with. Since second or third grade, I had to start going to a learning center, and I would have to leave school early, and especially when you're like that age, it's like really embarrassing. And I mean, I never wanted my friends to know, so I would always be like, oh, I have gymnastics today, I'm just going to gymnastics early, and so that's basically what I did. And once I got to high school, it didn't really get that much better. Once I got to 10th grade, I remember this one day was probably the worst day of my life. My guidance counselor called me down to her office, and she basically told me that I was failing out of 10th grade. And I remember I was like so upset. It's just like the worst feeling ever. Like, you don't even know what to say, know what to do. And it's not that I didn't study or I like slacked off, because I would always do my homework. I always had tutors. I'd always be studying, and it just didn't work for me. So basically, like I said, she just told me I was failing, and I was probably in there for like a good 15 minutes, and I felt like I was about to cry the entire time. I was literally like holding in my tears, and when you hold in your tears so much that it kind of like hurts and like your throat feels like hard. Well, that's how I felt. So I like ran out of her office, and I kind of like ran into this senior boy, and like I literally could not hold in my tears anymore. So like I let out like a noise, when you do that, like you just can't hold it in, so you're like so it was so embarrassing, but that's what I did. And then he looked at me and he was like, meh, like making fun of me, and I just stared at him, and I literally just ran into the bathroom and bawled my eyes out for like the longest time. So like I tried to go to class for like the rest of the day, but I literally could not focus. I felt like guilty. I felt like just like every single emotion that I could possibly feel. Like I felt so scared that I wasn't gonna pass 10th grade, and my best friends, my boyfriend, everyone would be moving on, and here I would be just like stuck in like 10th grade again. So I ended up texting my mom, and I was like, I have really bad cramps, like you have to come get me. So she got me, and I eventually told her, and we kind of made the decision that I should switch to a smaller school. So that's what I did. For the last 3 months of school, I went to a different one, and it helped enough that I passed 10th grade. I mean, I didn't pass with good grades really, I just barely passed. So once like 11th grade came around, I decided that I wanted to go back to my original high school and kind of just like prove to myself, I guess, that I could pass, and that I could manage, I guess, my life. So once I got to 11th grade, I was feeling like good. I was like, wow, this is nice. Like, I actually feel a little bit better in this school now, just because now I'm in 11th grade and I'm not like a sophomore anymore. Now I'm like a big junior, and it just feels a little bit better. So after I was feeling good, of course something bad had to happen. Everyone starts talking about college and what they're going to be doing, and all the college visits that they went to or that they have planned, and I was basically just like, okay, here we go again. I'm like not prepared for anything. And I mean, I rarely talked about college to my parents or to anyone, and I didn't even know how to plan like a visit to a different school or anything like that. So I was literally like freaking out, because everyone knew what they wanted to do. They knew what college they wanted to go to. They were already doing like all these like application type of things and all this stuff. And so basically, after worrying all 11th grade about what I wanted to do, by the end of 11th grade, I really had no idea still. So I was like, I really need to figure this out like now, because I'm going to be going into 12th grade, and this is basically like it. Like, I need to know what I'm doing. So I've always like had a passion for baking, photography, and art, and just basically anything that's kind of like crafty and creative. So I basically loved all those three things, but throughout my life, people would always kind of like take my things that I would love how to do and like just do it better than me. So like all of my friends, if I started to like photography, they would pick up photography and they would like know all the technical terms about it and be like, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. Same thing with like baking, same thing with art. Basically everything I did, I just felt like someone was always better at it than me, someone knew more about it than me. And I mean, yes, that is life, but it's kind of annoying when it's always like your friends and always people that are like directly around you. And especially if you know that they don't really like it, but they're kind of just like liking it because you like it. So it was just like kind of frustrating, but so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try these things again and see if like I feel anything inside or like whatever. So I basically told myself that I would try baking. So the first thing I did was cupcakes, and I was like, I'm not gonna, do it how I really normally do cupcakes, just like a box cake and the canned frosting and just like you kind of slap it on. I was like, I see all these people on TV doing these cool cupcakes, like with these cool little like swirl things, and oh, sorry cutie, just hit my dog, and all these cool things like that. So I was like, I'm gonna try that. So I did that, and like literally when I was doing it, I felt so happy and just like, I don't even know, it was just like hard to explain. I just felt like amazing. So I basically knew right after that that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't even try to like do photography again or art or anything else like that. I was just like sold on cupcakes. So some of the questions you guys asked me were what age my cupcake passion began. That was, I guess, really like 11th grade, so I think I was 17. My first cake design and my first cupcake design. My first cake design, like my real one when I actually like piped stuff on it, was, I think it was like a blue cake, and I piped like a rainbow on it with like clouds. And my first cupcake was the one that I did in 11th grade, which I actually have a picture of it because for my photography project we had to like print one of our pictures out like huge, like it's like this big, I can't even really hold it. So I decided to do the cupcake one, and of course my teacher didn't even, like it or say anything about it, so whatever, teacher. But these were the first cupcakes that I made. It's kind of hard to see because I know there's like a glare in the window, but that was that. Okay, so a lot of you guys also asked if cupcakes were just like a hobby or if it was my job. And right now I don't have like an actual job. Like over the summer I did cupcakes, I sold them. I did like several of them, but once it kind of got like colder, it just stopped. Like I really haven't had any cupcakes really. Like people asking to order them and stuff like that. The last thing I did was my sister's wedding, and so basically right now it's just a hobby, which is kind of why I decided to make these videos, just because I was like so lonely without cupcakes, because I literally had no reason to make cupcakes. I was like, you know what, if I just make videos, I can like be doing cupcakes every single week, which is amazing to me. So the next question was, do I plan to make money with this? And I do. When I get older, I hope I can open up a cupcake shop. And the last question was, who are my favorite YouTubers? And I have like a lot, like I literally have so many, but I'll limit it down to a few. So my first favorite is Carly Bible. So I started watching Carly's videos about a year from like now, I guess. And I actually bought IMAT I actually bought IMAT tickets for this past weekend, specifically like just to meet her, because I just wanted to meet her so much, because I really feel like she has kind of like changed my life and my outlook on everything. And I was so excited, and I'm like the type of person where every time something like really good is about to happen, it kind of just gets like shoved in my face and doesn't happen. So I was so excited to meet her, and I woke up that morning and looked on Twitter, and she's like, I'm so sorry guys, I can't come. So I was kind of bummed. I almost like expected it to happen just because stuff like that always happens to me, but I totally understand because it was like a family issue, so it wasn't a big deal. My second favorite YouTuber is Blogilates, and I literally do her workouts every single day. If you guys don't watch them, it's like Pilates, but she does like pop Pilates, which is, she'll basically just do like a Pilates workout to like a new song that's out. So it's not that long, it'll be like maybe like 5 minutes at the most, and they're really, really fun. So you guys should definitely do those. Say her last name right, but Nicole Guerrero, I think that's how you say it. I don't know why I like her videos, but I think her personality is just kind of like intriguing, I guess. And the last one is Nikki Philippi, I think that's how you say her last name. I really have no idea, but I love her videos. I kind of like them because she's like kind of like spiritual, so she talks about God and stuff, so I feel like I can relate to her at times with that kind of stuff, and it's just nice to, you know, like know someone else out there like believes in the same things that I do. I think that's it. I can't really think of anything else you guys would want to know about me. If you do have any questions, then you can ask me in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring or too long for you. So if any of you guys are going through like the same stuff I was going through, then I hope maybe this helped you guys a little bit. I mean, you basically just have to look at it as you're eventually gonna get through it. You're not gonna be stuck in the same situation forever. Even though when you are in the situation, it kind of feels like awful and miserable, but you will eventually get out of it, I promise. So I will see you guys next time. Bye! So basically, the first thing I did was cupcakes. So I told myself, Cutie.
Stupid clock. Oh my gosh. Cutie. Shh. It's okay. I didn't mean to yell. You just gotta be quiet, okay? Shh. All those interruptions.